the LMF2. When you're looking for a fixed blade knife, LMF2 is where it's at. Drop point blade, serrated edge, really thick, ergonomic to your hand, spike pommel. The LMF2 was originally designed to get aircrew out of a downed aircraft by cutting their way out or breaking their way out. Non-conductive handle, if you got to cut wires, it's not going to electrocute you. Designed with 3 holes so that you can create a lashing and actually create a spear with it. I'll tell you what, this was coming at you, you're in trouble. It wouldn't be right to have a heavy-duty knife without a heavy-duty sheath. This sheath right here has MOLLE attachments for your vest, belt loop to put on your belt. Knife comes in and out both ways. Even comes with a sharpener. So if you're in the field, your knife gets dull, get it sharp, get right back on task. Made in America, right here in Portland, Oregon. This is the LMF2.
The EX03 is a unique folding knife with a one-piece frame designed by custom knife maker Alan Leschwitz and finally crafted in the USA by Hogue Incorporated. It has been made possible by careful engineering, precise manufacture, and the use of high-end polymers, resulting in a light but tough knife that's easy to carry. The blade is made from 154 cm stainless that is cryogenically heat-treated for a lasting edge that is still easy to maintain. Each knife is honed by hand to a mirrored finish for exceptional cutting performance. It comes in either a drop point or a tanto profile with a high flat grind. A 3.5 or larger 4-inch blade length is available with a well-wearing stonewash finish. A finger groove and strategically placed jimping around the knife's edges ensure a dependable grip, and the end of the handle is pointed for use as an impact tool. For quick one-handed deployment, the EX03 uses ambidextrous thumb studs. Once open, the blade is held in place by a strong button lock. Supported by a 1/4-inch pivot, oversized stop pin, and set into recessed stainless steel bolster plates, the mechanism offers outstanding reliability and a solid lockup. For added security, there's a manual safety that can be engaged to prevent accidental closure when the knife is open and in use. The bolster plates of the EX03 are molded right into the innovative one-piece glass-reinforced PPS handle. PPS is a high-tech polymer that offers exceptional toughness and thermal stability. Due to the frame's material properties, the EX03 mechanism provides a smooth, dependable action in all conditions every time you open it. All critical components are heat-treated for toughness and fitted with our custom hardware. For convenient carry and quick access, there is a tip-up or down pocket clip and a lanyard hole. Each Hogue knife is backed by 3 generations of manufacturing experience and our limited lifetime warranty.
This is the Schrade SCH-911 Professionals Assisted Opening Rescue Folding Knife, one of 2 models in the SCH-911 series, built for rugged tactical use and rescue applications. The blade measures 3.4 inches and is constructed of weather-resistant, bead-blasted 4034 stainless steel. A blunt tip offers safety when utilizing the knife in close quarters, as well as providing a medium-duty prying tool. Just below the tip is located the combination plain and serrated edged blade, offering you a variety of effective cutting options. To deploy the blade, first slide the safety lock into the down and unlock position. Utilize either of the ambidextrous thumb studs or the finger actuator to begin moving the blade into the open position. Once started, the assisted opening feature then completes the effort, making releasing the blade efficient and fast and allowing for single-handed deployment. Once fully opened, a locking system secures the blade into place. To remove the lock, you simply slide the safety lock downwards, and this will move the liner lock out of the way, allowing you to rotate the blade back into the handle. The nylon fiber handle is contoured for comfortable finger placement and positive control, with jimping included on both the bottom and the top of the knife. Included in the handle is a fold-out strap cutter, which deploys toward the base of the handle. Additionally, the handle contains a cutout to be utilized as an oxygen tank wrench. At the bottom of the handle, a glass breaker offers one more tool for rescue or other emergency situations. A well-constructed pocket clip on the right side of the handle allows for tip-up carry. Designed for the tactically inclined and emergency professionals, crafted from premium materials, and built for a lifetime. This is the Schrade SCH-911 First Response Rescue Folding Knife. Find the SCH 911 with blunt tip, bead blasted stainless steel, and the SCH 911 DBF.
Today at CRKT we are taking a look at the M16 10Z folding pocket knife designed by Kit Carson as an everyday carry folding knife. You can see the overall length on this knife is 7 1/8 inches. The blade length is right at 3 inches. It's got a tanto tip on it as well as that partial serration there. Triple points that are going to cut through fibrous materials extremely well. You can see it has our auto locks feature on it right there. Now what this does is it sets a set pin up against that locking liner. So to close it, you simply pull down right there and push over with your thumb. Basically it's an added layer of security in case you get grit, gunk in there. It's going to set that set pin up against there, and it's not going to close until you tell it to by pulling down on that locking liner, on that auto locks tab, and pushing over on the locking liner. To open this knife, it's got a flipper right there, so just pull down on that flipper with your index finger and it comes flying right out of there. You got glass-filled nylon handles on here. Those are nice and grippy, but they're also very comfortable in hand. You can see there's a little bit of jimping there on the spine of the blade. Now let me show you the pocket clip on here. It is tip-down carry right there. Here's a shot of it in my pocket to give you an idea of how it rides. And I should mention as well that this pocket clip is reversible for right or left-handed carry. You can unscrew it and hook it in right there. The pivot on this knife is your typical flathead screwdriver, so it's easy to adjust in the field. And let me show you a shot of it in my hand to give you an idea of how big it is. I've got fairly regular sized hands as well. Let's give you a size comparison against this happy wooden ruler here. It comes in right over 7 inches. And just to give you an idea of how big it is. Again, this is called the M16 10Z, designed by Kit Carson in Kentucky. It's a great everyday carry folding pocket knife.
This is the Schrade SCHF-14 Tactical Survival Knife. Designed for outdoor enthusiasts, survival, and tactical applications, the SCHF-14 is a fixed-blade, fine-edge knife that is forged from tough 8CR13 high-carbon stainless steel. The thick 3.4-inch drop-point blade is covered from tip to tail in a non-reflective stonewash finish that gives the knife a handsome vintage look, while ensuring that the knife does not give away your position. Built for battle, the SCHF-14 has a full tang design, with the blade steel running from the sharp and pointy tip through the handle and ending with a lanyard hole cutout. Notched and patterned G10 scales form a comfortable yet rugged handle that is impervious to wear in even the most extreme situations. And the exposed tang extends versatility, making the SCHF-14 a capable crushing and breaking tool. The knife is housed into a low-profile, form-fitted thermoplastic sheath. Multiple carry options are possible, accommodating left or right-hand carry in the vertical, horizontal, or upside-down positions. Remove the belt carry loop for low-impact pocket or pouch carry, or to lash the SCHF-14 to gear using the 4 reinforced grommet holes. Designed for everyday outdoor and tactical use, crafted from premium materials, and built for a lifetime. This is the Schrade SCHF-14.
The new field strip technology innovation. Anytime you bring a new innovation to market, there are questions that come up and a certain amount of education that has to take place to clarify aspects of the new innovation. You can open the knife in a couple of different ways. I'll walk you through those and then show you how to successfully bring the knife back together. First, we always recommend that you start with the knife in the closed position. In the closed position, first press the forward release lever up. This disengages the pivot section. Second, spin the rear release wheel until the handles disengage from each other. At this point, the knife comes apart in 3 component pieces. You can also start with the knife closed and take the first step of spinning the release wheel until you hear a distinctive click. That is your cue that the handles have disengaged. Second, press the front release lever up and uncouple the pivot section. and again, the knife comes apart in 3 sections. Now to show you how the knife comes back together. The primary question we've been receiving about how the knife comes back together is about setting the pivot section correctly. Look at the pillar in the pivot section here. It has to match up and seat correctly with this pivot hole area here. When these sections come together, you can feel it in your fingers when you are reassembling the knife. Gently squeeze or lightly pinch these 2 sections together while tightening the release wheel. If the pivot area has successfully seated, you will feel it in your fingers. Keep the handles together and tighten the release wheel. Once you're set, bring the release lever down to secure the blade, and the knife comes back together. Remember not to force the release lever. If the release lever is not working for you, don't force it down. Loosen the rear release wheel and reset the pivot section again. At this stage, do not tighten the pivot all the way with a T10 or Torx wrench. The pivot seats successfully without wrenching down the screw here. So over-tightening the screw or attempting to force the lever are not the moves to make. Simply pinch the pivot section with your fingers and you'll see what I mean. You can feel when it seats properly. This tends to happen after multiple times of disassemble and reassembly and disassemble and reassemble over many times. During testing phases, after so many times, generally 20, 30 or more, you'll get a bit of blade wobble. Use a simple Torx 10 or T10 wrench to adjust the pivot as needed and tighten that up to properly maintain your knife. Keep in mind this is an adjustment. Do not over-tighten the pivot all the way. That is not what brings these 2 sections together. The lever does that work for you. When you're closing the knife, pinch this pivot section here, and again, you'll feel when this successfully seats together. Do not force the lever back and forth, or tighten the pivot all the way. We've also had a question regarding interchangeable blades. Due to the tolerances of this first iteration on this innovation, all the component parts have to be exacting. So we're not currently offering interchangeable blades, although that may be an option in the future. What are the future plans for the technology? We're excited about this new innovation, and we're working on a few new models for 2017.